Moonlight dripping through the blinds, your silhouette, it rewinds my mind. Every step closer feels like a crime. I'm caught up in your heat, like honey, slow and sweet. Pull me under, I can't compete. You're my midnight glow, my midnight glow, lighting up the dark like nobody knows. You're my midnight glow, you're my midnight glow, my midnight glow. Can't escape your fire, it's pulling me close. Oh, shadows dance across the wall. Your laugh echo, I lose it all. Your touch feels like a velvet car. Every second stretches bending time. You're the melody I can't define. I'm drowning deep in every line. You're my midnight glow, my midnight glow, lighting up the dark like nobody knows. My midnight glow, can't escape your fire, it's pulling me close. Fumes again, coffee and excuses. Phone full of plans I made to never do them. Every mirror lately feels hot, disannoyed. Thought you'd be further now, silent but it's loud. Morning light on the pavement, city starting to breathe. Everybody moving somewhere except for me. Maybe the moment's waiting right where I stand. Maybe it's just a step, maybe it's just a plan. Get it together, pick up the pieces you keep dropping on the floor. Get it together. How many maybes till you're walking through that door? Ooh, you keep saying soon, some kind of shelter. Today's all you've got. Get it together. Talking in circles, yeah, friends can see the spin. Say you want changes, but don't let them in. Heart full of almost, room full of half done. You keep on waiting like time owes you one. Sun on the window, music in the air. People laughing somewhere like they don't have a care. Life keeps on moving, wherever you try. Maybe the only thing missing is deciding why. Of opinions in bloom, when trolls cry. When trolls cry. Scroll, if you will, my timeline. See how it trembles inside. You got the algorithms tied up. Don't make me ratio you. Even trolls got pride. How could you keep me the fashion? Alone in a feet so cold. Feet so cold. Maybe I'm just too invested. Maybe the internet getting old. Maybe you're just like your followers. Never satisfied. Never satisfied. Why do we farm outrage from each other? This is what it sounds like when trolls cry. When trolls cry.
What's good, y'all? What is good? It's been a little bit. I have been rather busy. Not as busy as you would think that I would normally be, but I've been rather busy so much that it took me very much away from the intranet. The internet. I feel like I got to do the whole Russian accent. The internet. So I couldn't really be doing stuff online or whatever. Not because anything put me way too far, but because your boy was busy and he had a big timeline. And for some reason, this week was a week of focus. We had to do a lot of focusing this week. So I forbid myself to do anything until I got through particular projects. Loved it. At the same time, I did take a look at what was going on some areas, especially my algorithm, to see what was being touched down on and what was being thrown for a loop. I worked on a few things, but I don't really know what I really want to talk about in terms of that right now. I do need to say something. I just don't know what or when I will actually say it. With that being said, you guys are already in the chat or whatever. Just say what's up to everybody in the chat. People are going to be bouncing up. They're going to be bouncing up. Let's be honest. If you guys don't see a shit ton of people already flooding the chat, you guys don't want to bounce at all. And I don't know why. That's just the way you are. It's just the way you are. I don't know why you're expecting every place that you go to is going to be like automatically filled to the brim when you walk in. I think you treat actually that's something we might have to mention at some point. Mama, not talking about right now. People treat chat rooms, people treat entering streams like a bar. Like, I didn't even think about that. It just hit me. That's a social thing, because the bar can have really good drinks. The bar can have really good entertainment. The bar can have really pretty hostess or even the bartenders. They can have really good food. But if people walk into a bar and they don't see a shit ton of people in it, they might think that the place actually sucks. I didn't think about that. It's the same thing. It is the same business mechanics. The only difference is that, you can't pretty up. I can't pretty up the space anymore to get people to show up. That's just not the way how the internet works. The internet is either you're here or you're not. And let's be honest, this is a Friday night. It's a Friday night, so people are most likely getting, cheese doodles and Cheeto dust all over their, whatever what's that you have. But you're getting all over your what's because you're not really taking care of everything you need to take care of. Honestly, they have to lurk because, it's hard to really type. Hard to be a really good touch typist with the other hand. You know what I mean? Got to use it for the good stuff. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So to the point of a little bit of what we are getting into the stream today, and I'm kind of just roughhousing it with you guys because I don't really want to. There's so many things I want to talk about that's even outside this topic, but I want to make sure I do something within this topic as well. So first and foremost, I want to say something that's really important, and I need you guys to be honest. Like, what is, you don't need to say it in the chat, but just think about it for yourself. What is something you keep saying you'll actually get started? Like, you even tell yourself soon, surely, as soon as I got the time, as soon as I got the money, blah, 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 but you still have never touched it. And I said that to myself, using myself as an example for so many times. But however, this year, as well as last year, but this year for sure, has been so much stuff that I've actually done, and I've actually gone out to reach for those things. There are things that I still want to reach for that I still have not yet, but I have gone out and I have actually tried to get after a lot of things that I have been sitting on the back burner on for years. And while not actively clutching onto it yet, the act of the pursuit still feels pretty good, to be honest with you. And I think that when we talk about the start, when do we start? How do we start? The feeling that we need to get in order to get our asses in gear is very, very much important, you know? So I have been busy mainly this week, not because I couldn't go live or anything. I absolutely could. Not like, no, motherfucker don't have internet. Like, of course, I could have gone live. I told myself not to go live because I am trying to prep for Q3. And because I wasn't paying attention for so long, even throughout Q2, we're in Q2, we're about to finish it out this month, that when I finally took a look at my board, I was like, I didn't touch a lot of this different stuff. I was too busy worried about real life. I didn't take a look at content stuff. And it lit a firestorm under my ass since our last stream to really try to get a lot of work in and to learn a lot of new stuff. And I started working towards that. So we will see how that turns out. We still got a good month ahead of us. I'm not gonna lie, Cam might want to kick my ass. She might want to kick my ass because there are things that I'm seeing on my task list that, Jesus Christ, it's crazy. Yeah, so she might want to kick my ass when she sees me, but you know, we'll cross that bridge when we cross that bridge. So this topic is not about pretty much forcing anyone to any particular views or points that you want to get into, but the idea is when do you start? The things that you know that you need to do, the things that you know that's been sitting on your back burner, the things that you know are going to be the things that are going to be treacherous. It's not going to be fun. It's going to be daunting, but you need to get it done anyway. By the way, this is not a motivational live stream. Just want to let you know that. Because there are things that I do want to talk about, but I'm realizing I need to change up particular functions, and that's also something I need to talk to you guys about, but I'll do that later. So people usually say things like they need to start something, they need to begin something, but it's very general, it's very vague. And I have this even when I talk to people, even on people online, as well as people in real life. They say things like they need to do better, they need to get serious, they need to change, they need to grow, they need to fix something, they need to move forward. And that's all good and sounds good and all, but none of it means a goddamn thing until you can actually name the thing first and then actually take steps to get into it. You know what I mean? So what are you saying when you need to start an actual project, something that you know that would be beneficial, not just for yourself, for your own curiosity? Screw the charisma, screw the positivity talks. Just for the fact of you just now knowing it's a do or die kind of thing. Are you still want to go out your way to now finally do that thing, to finally name it, to say it's a yay or it's a nay, and we're going to pursue this or not? And I think for the thing that I was sitting down with a person, I was saying, let's talk about the first thing. Begin what exactly? Because I have so many people that say that they want to do something, but they have, for some reason, which is their reason, I'm not the one to force it, but so many people talk about the things that they want to do, but they don't really want to name what that thing is. You know what I mean? It's a secret. And I'm not going to knock them for it because they are worried that if they say that thing out loud, number one, people are going to chastise them for it. They're gonna say that how capable they're not of obtaining the thing, or that thing is out their goal, or they're not good enough, they're not smart enough, yada yada yada. Then there's another aspect of it where people are worried about the fact that there are people out here, whether they are your friends or your family or whatever, that will do what? Try to convince you that that thing is not yours. You know what I mean? They will go out of their way to basically tear you down, or you have the other people that will steal your ideas from you. So you got to be very wary of that as well. Even a person you think is a complete idiot can find a way to sum things up to other idiots. You know what I mean? So when I'm talking to people, the first problem is that people keep this thing very vague, so they don't have to face it. It's easier to say, I need to get my life together, than to say, I need to stop drinking. Trust me, I know. I don't like, I see so many young people, and I remember what it was like being their ages, when it's like, I'm trying to drink to get fucked up. I don't I don't know when the last time I was fucked up. In fact, the last time I was fucked up, it wasn't even alcohol. It was mushrooms. We know when that was. That's the last time I was fucked up. That was the literally last time I was fucked up. I can't even tell you the time before then. I can't remember. So, because I just have a really strong tolerance. When I hear people say things like, I need to apply for a job, I hear people say things like, I need to go back to school, I need to leave this situation, I need to apologize, or even, I need to stop lying to myself. Yes, Vegas is still Vegas. Whatever happened in Vegas, it will stay in Vegas. So I try to let people know, once that thing is named, it becomes harder to keep pretending that you are one step closer than what you're actually doing. So if you want the thing to happen, first of all, you need to name it. Whether you want to scream it out loud or whether you want to write it down, I suggest writing it down because you can keep the shit with you. But have it out there. What is the actual thing that you keep avoiding? So my next thing is, I go through with people where I say, begin where? Keep in mind, we started with begin with what. Now we're beginning with where. And I say things like, so a lot of people are waiting to get to a better place in order to start. But let's be honest, most people are really just dealing with all this shit that's happening within their own messy little lives. Now, for me, I say people wait for money, they wait for time, they wait for a better mood, they wait for a better room, they wait for a better schedule, they wait for a better version of themselves. And some of that would be very helpful, but waiting for everything to improve, waiting for everything to click together first, would just be a huge delay for you. Sometimes the place that you need to start is not ideal. It's like people that talked about preparing to have a child. I don't care how much money you have and how much time you think you have and how many baby books that you've been through and how many psychology classes, and if you went to school for pediatrics, you're not ready for a childbirth. You're not ready. You're just gonna have to do the very damn best that you can. If you guys are here in the building, just say what's up in the chat. Let everybody know you're here. If not, you're kind of just circling the drain, looking for your next prawn spark. You're looking for your next prawn spark for the night, because favoring the meat. It is what it is. And I try to tell some of these people that the thing that would help them is that if they stop waiting around for everything to improve, they can do so much better in their life. And a lot of people don't want to believe that, because they don't believe that they can be their best quality selves in bad times. Let me say it again. A lot of people do not believe that they can become their best quality selves while in hard times. Because here's the truth of the matter. We are our best when our backs are against the ropes, when we're in the corner. That's when we really dig deep. When it's do or die, when it's all or nothing, that's really when we're at our best. Not when we're the most prepared, when we're at our lowest and we give it all or nothing. Fuck whatever's going on with your current body. Fuck your current bank account. Fuck the level of fear that you're currently dealing with. This does not need to make this does not need to start out with everything that seemingly starts as being fake. You just have to start out with being honest. Let me ask you guys a question, right? Are you waiting for your life to change before you make your move? Or could moving be what exactly is the thing that's changing? Sorry. Could moving be what starts changing your life? Because some of you guys say, well, if I move, things will get better. And I say, move what? Move locations, move your own ass, move your mindset. What does moving look like to you? Because we have a lot of people who move in place. We have a lot of people who go back and forth in the rocking chair, but the rocking chair gets them nowhere. What does moving look like to you? I'm talking about not your envision, not your manifestations of it, but what are you actually putting forth to ensure that every step you're taking, you're in a new place, you're in a new state of mind, you're in the New York state of mind. You got to keep moving from one thing to the next. You can't afford to sit still. You sit still, you die. So we're going to move on to the next one, which is beginning with why. I know there's already a book out there that talks about begin with why. I've read the book, Simon Sinek. It's a good book. But I'm talking about begin why. So we already talked about begin what, begin where. I want to talk about begin why. The point, the reason matters because starting gets uncomfortable really fast because you'll immediately understand that you are not prepared. You are not in the position that you thought you could be in. And sometimes you think that you've done enough research, but everything is surface level. A weak reason will not hold up when things get boring, when things get embarrassing, when things get slow, or when things get difficult. And nobody cares about the fact that you're going through these things. Some people want to start because they are tired of feeling behind. Some people are tired of disappointing themselves. Some people are tired of disappointing others. Those are some really messed up people, by the way, just from my own personal experience. And some are tired of watching time pass while they keep making the same promises that they don't keep. By the way, this is the majority of us. See, all the other I mentioned the boring, the embarrassing, the slow, the difficult, the people who are trying to do shit but they feel like they're behind, the people who are worried about disappointing themselves. These are the people that actually they're high in numbers, but they're not actually the majority. The majority are people who are watching themselves pass time and making the same promises to themselves and not getting anywhere. Right next to them are the people who keep trying to do shit and they're disappointing themselves. Those people are ahead of you because at least they're fucking trying. Your ass never even got on the field of life. You never even got on the field of life. And the world is going to come after you regardless of how you look at it. The wind's going to come by in the field of life and it's going to hit you in the fucking jaw. And it doesn't matter whether you are sitting in the bleachers, whether you're sitting on the front row, or whether you're out in the field. You're going to get hit. So if you're gonna get hit, if the wave of life is gonna come through and hit you regardless of where you are, you might as well just take your ass and mosey on down to the fucking field. Have a good time. But so many people are too busy trying to prepare themselves, making promises that they'll do it one day, and they never do it. They never do. And then there are so many people that they're not lost. They're not losers. They just need a little bit of information. They need someone to give them a shot. They just need someone to see that not only did they make promises to themselves, but they actively tried to seek out to make those promises happen. They just need someone to give them an opportunity. And when they find that one person, they're gone. They take off. They shoot for it. And they're off on their own and they're doing good shit. Why does this actually matter to you is the question I'm going to ask you guys in the chat. Because a lot of people have things that they want to do, a lot of things they're interested in, family, friends, all this stuff. But this is the thing. Even when I hear people say things like, and I've seen this, by the way, I'm doing this for my husband, I'm doing this for my wife, I'm doing this for my kids. And I go, and this is the best you've got? You must really not like your wife. You must really not like your husband. You must really not like your kids. I've said it before many times, even on the channel. I run into a lot of people who I get disappointed by because it seems like I want their dreams for them more than they want their dreams. Because you want it, but you only kind of want it. So you only put a half-ass effort into it. And when you don't get what you want, you're disappointed, but you're not too disappointed because you know you didn't give your all into it. And by the way, these are the people that I worry about as well. There are some people that I worry about as well, not these people. There are some people I worry about as well who have extreme optimism and they set themselves up for fucking failure. Because they don't look at reality. They just believe that if I just think positively in every aspect, I'm gonna get it. And I go, how do you think that? And they go, the power of positivity. And I go, the world doesn't care. The planet doesn't care. Your haters don't care. Your boss don't care. Your boss's boss don't care. Your manifestations don't mean shit. You have to make things happen. Sometimes it even means, as much as you don't like it, you're gonna have to create a shit storm for yourself. You got to keep it a bug for you. The reason does not have to sound deep. It just needs to be true enough to keep you from quitting the moment shit really starts feeling either uncomfortable or exciting. You got to find that measure in between. You get too excited, you're going to lose everything. You're going to lose everything because you're going to make a weird gamble. You're too fearful and underwhelmed, you're not going to make any fucking choices. And I'm saying, like, why does it actually matter to you? And this is the thing I tell people. It matters to you because this is the only life that you're going to have. You know what? I can already hear it already. No, wrestler, there's the afterlife and there's reincarnation and there's everything. Okay, well, you know what? Here's my response to all of you people. For the reincarnation and the soul tethers and the soul ties and the afterlife and the silver city and everything like that. Why are you wasting your life now to live that life? So that means you want to be a loser in this life to go to a life potentially. You believe it, so whatever. You believe it, so let's just go follow your logic. You believe it, so you want to waste this life to go to that one so you can have a good life. Rather, you could be twofold. You could be a two-time winner. You could win now and win later. You could be very comfortable with decisions and everything that you made now and have many of your decisions later. Why Why would you set yourself up to be that way? Why do you think that you need to sit there and be at the base level or lower or whatever and just say, well, if I just believe, if I you sound like fucking Parappa the Rapper. You gotta believe. If you just believe that you are good enough, the afterlife will bless you. Because the real life, the real world does not care. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you are someone who says, I don't believe you, do you not have the internet? Do you not have social media? Do you not have CNN, MSNBC? Do you have cable? You don't have any satellite. Do you have cable? You can see all the commentary, all this stuff that's being said on sports. You can just see. I think America's Got Talent. It just got started because I heard a fucking infomercial for it. You see all the way that how they dog people on that, and you see also a lot of idiots as well. Just gonna be honest with you. Some people just don't need to be there, but whatever. You see all these things. You see how social media runs. You see what's the most prominent things that are all across social media spaces. And somebody was asking me this question a long time ago. What's good, KDK? See you in the building. You just walked in. And I people ask me this from time to time, and I try not to really answer it because when I do, I have not met a person who's agreed with me since. I have not met one. They will understand what I'm saying, but I've not met one person that agrees with me. And by the way, not that I'm looking for a person to agree with me. You ass backward ass motherfuckers that don't listen to what I'm saying and you want to interpret and create new fucking shit. Because you're looking to be outraged and you're looking for a reason to fucking have to argue with me. You know what I mean? You sad, sorry sacks of shit motherfuckers. I said what I said. I'm a little tired of y'all asses too. Looking for every reason to shove the I'm offended dildo up your asses. Like, I have not heard someone say, you know what? People are naturally bad. I get asked the question, and I got asked the question several times, and I've answered the question several times. I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure I've answered it even on my own platform, but I can't remember where. It's probably going to have been a DVD or whatever. But people ask me, do you believe, because this is the way it always happens. It's normally by, you religious motherfuckers, ring the bell. You guys. Where you go, do you believe that people are naturally good or people are naturally evil? And I go, why is it either or? Why is it either you're evil or you're good? I constantly live my life in the gray, consistently, every day. Even if you look at some of your comic book heroes / villains or anti-heroes or whatever, this is a good one. Spawn, for those who might know Spawn. Human, military, did a lot of atrocious shit, got betrayed, got sent to hell, made a deal with the devil, came back up as a hell spawn because he was given the idea of when he gets strong enough, he will be able to lead hell's army. Over time, he's like, fuck all that. He wasn't even caring about any of that. He just wanted to get back alive so he could be able to get to his woman. And everything that's happened with Spawn has transpired. Spawn has gone back into hell. Spawn has kicked the devil off his own throne. Spawn has ruled hell. Spawn has been collaborating with other deities to go into heaven to kick their asses too. Like, it's not just a good versus evil thing, because even if you want to look at Romans, Egyptians, all these different guys, Chinese, whatever, it's not an if or. It's not a good or versus evil. It's that human beings are bad and gods are bad. How can you turn around and say gods are good, but humans are bad? Didn't Zeus used to come down from off the skies and dress himself up as animals to have his way with women? Didn't Aphrodite used to turn around and do the most egregious things and put other people in love to do some of the most egregious things out of crimes of passion? We're not even going to talk about Ares because he literally had his own mission. Just like Hades had his own mission. Like, so why do we look when it comes to deities as being omnipotent, but human beings are good as well? Do you think they're good because they follow the whims of their gods? We've seen that's been different in many depictions, in many different stories, in different translations, in different idioms. So, and I'll answer it because I've had the answers before, and people have not agreed with me, and I want to see who's going to agree with me because most of y'all are going to take your time to try to disagree with me, right? If human beings were naturally good, there wouldn't be so many laws to try to rein us in. There wouldn't be so many rules to rein us in. There wouldn't be so many commandments to rein us in. And there wouldn't be so many consequences by the gods, whatever your gods are, Indian, whatever, to rein us in. Especially when, you big transforming manifest destiny one Christianity says that you are born a what? Sinner. So the idea that human beings are naturally good when we already know it is easier to do the bad thing than it is to do the good thing. How the fuck will somebody come to me and talk about, do you believe that? I believe that human beings are naturally good people. No, human beings are worried about consequences. And we had to create consequences because why? Given an opportunity, a human being will do the wrong thing. One of the things I've said to many people, and I'm going to say it to you guys, and there's people who's not going to like it, people not going to agree. You should be taking advantage of every person who underestimates you. Your unfair advantages, you should be taking advantage of them. You should take advantage of every unfair advantage that you have. Do not be moral about it. Do not, I repeat, do not be moral about it. If you are smarter, do not dumb yourself down to make sure that these other people feel good. Be relentless. If you are beautiful, leverage your fucking beauty. Do not sit there and go, well, I think I'm going to just raise my IQ. If your beauty gets you ahead of everybody else and you're dumb as a box of rocks, fucking use it. Ooh, people dip real quick. They ain't like me saying that. Ooh, they ain't like me being raw with it. They said, oh, no, I don't agree at all. You can keep all the morals that you want. For all of you that want to hold on to your morals, there are more than half of people who are willing to go the opposite. And you can go and say, well, you know what? It's okay if I lost because I have the moral high ground. That's cool. When you're sitting there scraping and scrounging for ramen noodles, and now you're desperate. And you're worried about having to blow your landlord just to be able to keep rent. You can turn around and keep your moral high ground. Because I guarantee you, when you're sitting there and you're on your knees and you're weeping, but your mouth is open, your landlord's not going to turn around and say, nah, it's good. He's going to say, no, don't stop. He's going to let your tears still roll down your cheeks as you do whatever. Because the world won't care. The world won't care. So, quite frankly, don't believe that your predicament outweighs other people. It does not. And the sooner that you're willing to go leverage whatever advantage that you have, the better off you're going to be. So long as you don't go out of your way to try to take other people for granted, but you should always be leveraging whatever advantage that you have, even if it's an unfair advantage. You should be leveraging it. The idea that you think you are about, especially if you're religious, you are wasting the very talents that God gave you. If you're religious, if you're the religious type, you're wasting it. So even after all of that, on the aspect of beginning when is where people usually start bargaining first of all to themselves before they even start talking to other people, because people say they will start next week, they will start next month, they will start next holiday, they will start next year, after they have calmed down, time has calmed down, after they feel like they are ready. And sometimes that is a real planning. Sometimes. Other times, however, they're just delaying. They are delaying a date that is attached to absolutely fucking nothing. And the problem is not needing time. The problem is never letting the time actually arrive. Let me say that again. The problem is not needing. I just don't have enough time. You've got time. The problem is people who have a very big problem never letting time actually arrive. You know the date is coming. You knew what time you had to be ready for it. You knew it was good and good ahead of it. And you waited to the last moment. How many people wait to the last moment before they want to get ready? And I'll ask you guys, how many times have you moved in this particular state? How many times have you had a deadline set for yourself, knowing I need to get shit done by here? And when the time came, you consistently met those deadlines. I'll wait. Because I see it even in the workforce. So I'll wait. How many times have you set a date, knew what needed to be expected of you by that date, and you fell short? And then you forgive yourself. You forgive yourself. You're only human. You forgive yourself. No, not everybody's workplace is high pressure. Because there are people who don't even have to worry about workplaces. They set time and dates for themselves and they still don't fucking meet it. If you turn around and say, you know what? Here's my schedule. If I go to the gym 3 days a week, consistently every week for 6 months, I'm expecting to lose this amount of pounds. How many people do you believe wholeheartedly meet their deadline in those 6 months when they're up? Far few in between. That's the number. Most people don't even recoup the losses for the guarantees that they gave themselves. If somebody else gave you a guarantee, you want to hold them accountable. You giving yourself a guarantee and you let yourself off the hook every fucking time. It is a very few select people that actually hold themselves accountable. Most people let themselves off the hook because they say, I just can't beat myself up enough. What's good, Hornet? And then for the people, they say, you know what? I'm just not ready. So think about what we already just covered so far, right? For those who have been here, we talked about beginning with what, beginning with where, beginning with why, beginning with when. So what are the people that's calling things not ready? I'm not ready. We just went through all these other steps. How are you not ready? Now, let me be a little bit fair. Not ready can, in fact, be true, but it also can become a hiding place. Let me ask you guys this. What would actually make a person ready? What? More information, more practice, more of a savings, more confidence. What is it exactly that you feel like you don't know that you're not going to be able to obtain unless you actually go ahead and do the thing? Because even the people who turn out to be entrepreneurs are people who have to turn around and lose money first. You're not going to just become an entrepreneur and then you're just going to fucking do well. Never took an L. Banks are more likely to lend out money to those who have been previous failures at business because they understand something now. If a person cannot define when they are ready, then when are you going to be ready? Then when does ready fall upon a real checkpoint? Because for a lot of people, it may just be the word that they use in order to stay exactly where they are. And a lot of people are running across exactly what happens. They say, I'm just not ready yet. I'll know when I'm ready. And that time, that state doesn't tend to arrive. I'll ask you guys a question. What would have to happen for you to say, now I'm ready? Now I'm ready to buy that car. Now I'm ready to go ask for that promotion. Now I'm ready to go ask that woman out. Now I'm ready to buy that car. Majority of people don't make it there. They make excuses. Most people make excuses. There's always some reason why they haven't made it yet. And then I ask these questions. I ask this particular question. What has not starting already cost you? Not starting is not neutral. It takes something from you. Every time you are saying you are going back to go do something and you don't fucking do it, you lose a little bit of trust in your own words. And by the way, you're the one who's making this trust, this pact with yourself. You're not making it with other people. You're making this pact with yourself. So you're losing trust with yourself because you know plenty of times you let yourself down. You renege on yourself. Think about that. You let yourself down. You may still function. You may still laugh, work, pay bills, show up for yourself, show up for other people. But somewhere in the back of your mind, you got to break a little promise to yourself. And that little promise builds up very quietly. You only meet your deadlines because you have a consequence for you. Let me ask you this, KDK. If your job didn't have a deadline, how quickly would you work to go get it? Would you work so hard just because you wanted it done for yourself? The majority of people would say no. You have no choice but to meet your deadline because you're worried about your employment. It's a consequence. This is what I talked about even earlier. If you try to have people that didn't have a consequence, they wouldn't turn around and do it. So the idea of naturally people being good people is already a wash. Because if you can skate by, you would. If you can procrastinate even a little bit, you would. But try you having no deadline and you say, you know what? They say, how long is it going to take you? Typically, it would take about a month to get this particular project. Katie, typically it would take a month to get this particular project done. But you know what? Knowing myself, I'm going to have it to you in a week and a half. Would you make that promise? And after you, let's just say if you make that promise, would you actually stick to it? The majority of people would absolutely not. Because even if they found themselves close to the deadline, you know what they're going to turn around and say? I thought I would have it in time, but I don't. But it doesn't matter anyway, because, you know, normally it would take a person a month to do that. So I think I'm allowed a little bit of a grace period. That's what they would do. And I've seen it time and time and time again. You have no problem holding other people to what they will say that they can do for you, but you won't hold up to anything that you want to go do for yourself. I see this. I've seen this a lot. And you lose a little bit of trust with yourself. A little part of yourself dies a little bit. Because we could have done something more. We said we were going to do it. We knew that we could do it. And we didn't do it. And you start making excuses. Well, it was if Bobby didn't do this, and if Sandra didn't do this, and if I didn't get sick over the weekend, it's like no. People get sick. Bobby's always been an asshole. Fuck Sandra. We know she hates you. Why didn't you get the job done? This is very difficult for a lot of people. And I understand this because I went through this myself before. I learned to have that kind of mindset to say, if I told you I'm going to get it done this day, is because I already thought about how long it takes me to get it, because I'm already very confident, and I'm not going to deliver it any less. I'm not going to deliver it less than that. I'll be there even if you don't show up. But if I said it's going to be this day and I'm there and you didn't show up, I'm there. In fact, I'm calling you. Where you at? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm here. I'm done. I'm caught up. And a lot of people go back on a lot of things that they say. And I think for the question is, what has waiting to be ready has already taken from you? It's a real question. What has waiting to be ready has already taken from you? Because if you fail, you learn something. You learn something new that you didn't know before, and therefore you're going to be a little bit more ready on the next attempt. So what does waiting to be ready with very little practical knowledge taking from you? It's a question. It's a question. The most important currency. But it does something more than just take your time, mama. I've given people this deadline. Again, maybe our jobs are just a little bit different depending on what the jobs are. I've given people this deadline and they told me they would do it, and they haven't done it. And the sad part about it, because I've dealt with this so many times, Katie, you know, they walk into an office, or if I get an office, a particular site that I'm working at, and they go, "Oh, Resla, oh, you know, like, hey, I didn't think you would. I just need an extra 2 days," and I'm just looking at them like, not a problem. Not a problem. You got it. And they're like, whoo, yes, he gave me 2 days. I'm good. I can. And then like if we have a meeting or whatever, they're like, oh, I was on time. I'm like, actually, you were 2 days late. Oh, I mean, I was in the same week. That don't count. You were 2 days late. Yeah, but you gave me that extension. If I didn't, I was gonna have no project, right? If I said no, I would get nothing. So why would I give you the 2 days? It's stupid. Best that I extended 2 days that you said you would get it done than me having to do everything that you couldn't do and all the time that you already wasted. Not just your time, but also my time, but also the company's time. What am I supposed to say? Don't bother. You said you got the majority done. You said you can get a meeting in 2 days. So give it to me in 2 days. Because do you think I would give you 2 days if you turn around and say, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I understand it was a week and a half ago. I ain't getting none of it done. But if you give me 2 days, I'll get it done. So you're telling me a week and a half project you can get done in 2 days? Huh? I doubt it. I could just do it myself. If you can get it done in 2 days, I can get it done in one. If you had a week and a half and you can get it done in 2 days, I can get it done in one. But think about that. If you had a week, over a week, and you can get it done in 2 days, why would you wait to the last moment, as a lot of people do, when you could have gotten done in the first 2 days and had the rest of that time period off? You could have perfected it. You could have helped other people. You could have put the fucking cherry on top. You could have been telling everybody to kick rocks. You could have done whatever. Why would you wait to the very last moment? Like most people do, by the way. They don't get it out the way. They wait to the last moment to get shit done. Do me a favor, for those who actually like to participate in chat, just raise your hand. Raise your hand if you know someone who has a deadline of a week or more, and they get the shit done early versus get the shit done late. Listen, if you know that they get the shit done late, just raise your hand. You know what? Thumbs up. Thumbs up if they get it done early. Thumbs down if they don't. Like, come on. It's ridiculous how people will wait. Oh, well, I had to switch shifts here, and I had this going over here, and there was a barbecue. There's a barbecue over at the house, and oh, you know what? I got arrested, and I had diarrhea. I went to Lair Lobster, and I had the shrimp scampi, and I'm just looking at you like, okay, it's your story. It's your story, and you're sticking to it. It's your story, and you're sticking to it. It's no problem. No problem. And then there's another thing that happens a lot when I'm dealing with people. It can happen online. It can happen via. I'm like, what the hell's in my pocket? It can be online. It can happen via the internet. But there is this fear of finding out. It's very interesting. The fear of finding out. Some people are not afraid to start projects because they think they're going to fail. They're afraid to start because starting would show them where they really are when it comes to competency and skill. So there's a fear of finding out. And to me, as long as you have not started, you still have time to imagine the better version of yourself. You can still tell yourself that you would like to be good at the thing that you are hired to do, the thing that you agreed to, if you had time. You can say life got in the way all you want. Starting removes some of the combat, some of the confrontation that you deal with it, but also starting things early removes some of the comfort. Now you have to go ahead and see your actual skills at place, real time, your actual discipline, your actual patience. And the sad part about it, if you get it done really good and early, you got plenty of time to, quote, exercise patience. And you're willing to keep going. But if you're at the end of your deadline, you're willing to lose your patience. So, to some of you people who may be the late ones, or even some of the early ones, I don't know, are you protecting the dream by not actually testing it? Because I've run into so many people that would rather wait to the last moment than to do shit early and be kicking their fucking feet up. There's something to think about. Because honestly, the smallest honest start starts with you. I'm talking about the start. The start actually does not even need to be a big thing. It doesn't need to be dramatic. It just needs to be real. I know plenty of people like to make beginning projects to be a big thing. I've literally had to work on projects where we literally had a skeleton as a building and had to build that whole bitch out. This has to go there. This has to go there. This is what the raw material for this needs to be. All that stuff, staging and all that stuff. For a lot of people, they think that it has to be a full plan right then and there in order to make a transformation, in order to make a full commitment. And that's not true at all. But the first real move is not a simple one. Because the first real move is you have to make a call. You actually got to say something that needs to be done. And you actually got to go out to go make sure it gets done. You got to write that first page. You got to clean that first room. You got to find that first form. You got to tell that first truth. You got to go for a walk. You got to delete some things. You got to schedule some appointments. Small does not mean meaningless. Small only means that you stop lying about actually doing something. Because you're not doing nothing, you're doing something. And I know since a majority of us, I would say, has actually had a job at least at one point. What is the first move? What is the first move that would prove you've actually started at something in your life? Could we have things that we all want to do, but how many of us actually try to start it? I know some of us are like, oh, I'm retired. That doesn't mean you don't have projects that you don't want to do, but how good are you at actually getting shit started? Or are you just saying, I'll get to it someday? Something to think about. And I guess I'll close my thought out before I start talking about some other stuff with the fact that the point that I'm making, like I'm realizing I'm losing myself because I'm hot. the point that I'm making is that the real issue is not whether a person who is viewing things has no dreams. I would never think that I don't have any dreams, whatever those dreams are. Not up to you. That you don't have dreams, because I'm pretty sure you probably have your own dreams. The real issue is not whether people are not allowed to have dreams. I think the issue is whether if people are willing to stop living off the ideal of starting their dreams and actually do shit to actually start doing that thing. You don't need to start a business. Maybe part of your dream is to just learn how to actually play the piano, learn how to sing. But you make so many excuses to do the things that don't do anything for you. What's good, peace? A lot of people, let me just say this, guy. I know I've been really harping down on people who don't want to start and do shit. There are a lot of people who are not lazy. They're scared. They're scared. They're tired. They're embarrassed. They are unsure of themselves. Or they are too used to waiting. They're too used to other people putting them down. They're too used to the opinions of other people rather than the skills that they have of themselves. But at some point, the reason has to stop mattering, especially if the pattern never changes. Because the only person who's responsible for a different life by changing their pattern is us. We see something, we can't keep doing the same thing. We have to be the ones that break that cycle. No one else is breaking that cycle for you. Nobody's breaking that cycle for you. You don't need to become a completely different person before you begin a process. All you may need to do is just begin so you can stop becoming the person who keeps delaying. I have so many. I'm realizing lately I've had so many topics that's like somewhat adjacent to this. So let me ask you guys, when do you start? When do you start? Not in theory, not someday. What is that first honest move that you plan on making for yourself? Because it's not for me to answer. It's not for your parents to answer. It's not for your spouse to answer. It's not for your kids to answer. It's not for your job to answer. It's only up to you. That thing that you want to pursue. By the way, even if you suck at it, what is that thing that you want to do? But let me just say this. Best that when you die, you run on E, empty. You did everything you tried to do. Then just be sitting there dead, buried, fucking headstone, and you're full of things that you never even attempted to do. Just something to think about. Because the one thing that's gonna guarantee whether you can get some of these things done, or at least if you can try, and something that's all it means, just try. Maybe you have to try something to just realize, oh, I really don't want this at all. You know how many people like saw wrestling and they're like, oh, I want to be a wrestler. And they play backyard wrestling or something and like, oh no, fuck this shit. Oh no, that's plywood is a lot harder than I thought it is. Like getting hit by a chair is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Oh no. I don't want nothing to do with that. So like some things you're gonna have to try, but at least try. And a lot of people are not trying. There's something I do want to go over, and there's something I do want to tackle. A quick tidbit for the future, but Do I want to try it? Something tells me no. Something tells me no. Um, give me a quick moment because I'm being hailed. I'll be right back with you guys. Jesus Christ. And it'll be real quick. I don't think it's gonna be anything serious. Be right back.
Big, if you will, the threat of you and I engaged in a fight. The heat of your reply surrounds me. Can you, my darling, can you type all night? Dream if you can, a comment, an ocean of opinions in bloom. Avatars strike furious poses. They feel the rage between me and you. How can you just keep reposting? Alone in a feed that's so cold. So cold. Maybe I'm just too reactive. Maybe I clap back too bold. Maybe you're just like these chatters, always chasing the high. Why do we scream in the comment section? This is what it sounds like when trolls cry. When trolls cry. Scroll, if you will, my timeline. See how it trembles inside. You got the algorithms tied up. Don't make me ratio you. Even trolls got pride. How could you keep me refreshing? Alone in a feed so cold. Feed so cold. Maybe I'm just too invested. Maybe the internet getting old. Maybe you're just like your followers, never satisfied. Never satisfied. Why do we farm outrage from each other? This is what it sounds like when trolls cry. When trolls cry.
Okay. All right. All right. So couple of things. I'm not gonna say too much, but there is a couple of things that I'm going through. So couple of things right now. I have been working through a bit of a content shift right now, which is why I was very busy and we didn't really have anything going on for this week anyway. Not that I have too much I want to talk about with you guys anyway. So we're going to be changing up a bit of the format and stuff about what we're doing in terms of content because I want to build something that's going to have a little bit more consistency, but also give me more time to refine on doing the things that I actually enjoy doing. At some point, we will have a time frame as to when we can expect things to take place, but everything right now that I'm doing is literally ramping up for Q3, which should be the beginning of next year. We're in June. We're in June now. Yeah, we're in June, so it should be uh the next month. The next month, and in July. So we'll see what's going on from there. And part of it is that I just need to make a lot of changes because it's about time that I made them. This has been sitting on my docket for a while. It was nice to finally start erasing shit off as I started getting some things done. At some point, hey, Mom, are you in the building? The wench, you still in the building, or did you run off? I can never keep mods in one place. You still here, or did you run off already? She probably ran off already. Because OG's probably still on as well, so she likes to dip back and forth. I bet I bet if I sneak over to OGs, I can find her there. Are you here or are you not? Tell the truth. Shame the devil. Yeah, yeah, she didn't even answer yet. Yeah, she's probably over there right freaking now. What's she doing over there? I don't know. Yep, there she is. There she is. Mm-mm-mm. I know my mods. I know what all of my mods will be doing. The idea is I'm gonna be taking forth in a few projects that I got coming up. I'm not gonna say what the project is because this is 2026, and as I said in 2026, we are not going to be saying shit. We're just gonna be doing shit. So you guys will know when we get it to you. I'm not telling you anything otherwise. I'm not telling you anything in advance. I've been like this at the beginning of the year now. If something comes through, if something drops, if something new shit going on, or something's on my mind, you guys will be the last to ever know because you guys don't really. I give you guys opportunities to freaking contribute or voice your opinions and everything, and you don't do so anyway. So I understand that there's no point in me even sharing my opinions with you. I'm just gonna do things the way I want to do it. And if you guys go, oh, why I didn't like it that way? I'm like, well, you should have been reaching out because you didn't. So it is what it is. End of the day, you can't. Closed mouths don't get fed. That is the saying, and it's been that way for a while. I'm just following what you guys have already been showing me to be the lead because I tried to build a community where you guys are very much building it out with me, and I realized that you guys rather just sit back and spectate because you're not really invested. Nah, that's not all of you. Some of you absolutely are, but for the majority of you, you're spectators. And then when you see things you don't like, then you want to voice something. And I'm just like, fuck off. You don't have a say. You don't. I don't care what's on your mind. Like you can literally go get kicked by a horse and die. I said what I said. Like, don't come through and you know what? And we need to have a conversation about that. But because I'm setting things up in a very particular way, you'll see when the time comes, and then we'll rock it out from there. Now, there's also another thing. That was weird. This weird person. I don't remember their name now. That was just first of all, I was laughing the entire time. But weird ass people that turn around and believe that everybody should have free access to do everything and go everywhere they're gonna go. And I go, well, that's bullshit, and that's stupid, and that's dumb. I would never give you access to my girl. I would never give you access to my mom. I would never give you access to my siblings. Like the you dumb motherfuckers. Oh, don't come over here now. Don't come over here now, mama. I already called your name. I called your name. I knew exactly where you were. I even went over to just a little. She talking right now in the chat. I said, Mama, you in here? The winch, are you in here? You was quiet as a church when I was pissing on cotton. Mm-hmm. You called you out. You was right there having a hoot. OG, hold his feet to the fire. Yeah, I saw you. I saw you. I saw you. Mm-hmm. I saw you. Hold his feet to the fire, OG. You keep him honest, OG. I was like, Mama, you in here? You in here? Oh, I bet she ain't in here. I went right over, and the first thing I saw, you already saw good shit in there. I'm like, I knew it. I knew it immediately. I knew exactly what she did. It didn't even waste 2 seconds. I went right over there. I said, look at this. Look at this. First of all, you know what, Katie? You know what? I'm gonna give you access to my mom. It's the winch. Go ahead. According to Kramos, like I love it. I love the fact, wrestler, that you collaborate with your mother. So I appreciate that. It's so great. And I'm like, I was confused. I was confused in a motherfucker. I was looking at him like, nigga, what you smoking? I need some of that. Like I need some of that shit. But like, you know, he remembered very, very old conversations because we all come mama, we all said that we're all mama's kids. I was just lost at the time when he actually did it. I was lost at the time when he did it. So I was just like, I didn't get it. I was just like, what is he saying? I was like, oh, I get it now. I get it. Damn, that was crazy. That was crazy. So if you want mama, she right there. Just be aware. She may not always stick around because she won't, you know, she need to run off to go check out the niggas and go check out her favorite. You know what I mean? He said that was cute. He was simping. I don't even know if he was simping. I don't know. He's the truth. I don't think he was simping. I think he was being genuine. I really think Kramos was being genuine. Just what I've known about him and his personality, I think he was being genuine. I think he really believed that I was adopted melanin of your loin. I think he really believed that. You know what I mean? I think he really believed that. That me, OG, Tom, like we were all just adopted melanins of your loin. We are the you know the son of another husband. You know what I mean? Like I think he really believed that, and I'm just like, isn't this cute? This is cute. Me. I've never been the favorite. I am absolutely the troublesome one. I'm the one that's least liked, if anything. No, you know what? That's not true. There's only one other that's less than I am. There's only one other. The only one other who sits below me. Outside of that, I am the least of the. This is why I say, you know what? Fuck it. Instead of a trio, I'm just gonna do a Mio. I'ma be a Mio. Look, you know who the runt is. Come on, ring the bell. You know who the runt is. You know exactly who the runt is. I ain't even gotta tell you. You already know the runt. You know the runt of the litter. You already know. It's a wrap. I don't even play second fiddle. But I'm like, I got you. It's all good. It's all good. That's all right. Nah, he didn't even make the list yet. Damn. He didn't even make the list. He said that adoption papers still ain't go through. Damn. You ain't put your name. No, oh, you adopting John now? You adopting John now? You sure you want to do that? You sure you want to do that? Because you sure you want to send John the Baptist? He's just as likely to hug you as he is to send you to hell. You sure you want to do that? You sure? I'm just saying. Don't if you think he won't turn on you for his sky daddy. I'm just saying. You sure you want to do that? If that's what you want to do, I'm not getting in the way. I'm just saying. It's a little strange. You know what? You know what? I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear about him because LA was still above me. Damn it, they were all above me. So I don't want to hear which one scrammed and decided he wanted to depart, and all of a sudden you wanted to get biblical. Depart me as if I never met you. Like all of a sudden you want to get very specific. Oh, he left me, so he's no longer my kid. He left me. I ain't moving up. No. Tom is still ahead. OG's not. You leave me the fuck alone. I'm gonna sit here at the bottom, just comfortable, knowing that Josh will never beat me. That's all. That's all. I saw him earlier today. He was on an interview, sweating his ass off out there. Love him dearly. Love Stackbot dearly. Sweating his ass off out there. He's giving his interview. I loved it. I said, look at his interview. Sweating his ass off out there. He could barely keep his eyes open, all the goddamn sweat going in his goddamn eyes. I was laughing. I was like, look at him. Proud of you. Get out there. Hot, salty sweat dropping in your eyes. And hiring all that Dominican coochie. I got you. I hear you. Listen, do your thing. Do your thing out there. Shit. You said you didn't see that? You got to go to look on his Facebook. On the Facebook, you'll see it. He had a whole interview. Some local network or whatever. It's not on YouTube. You got to go on Facebook. You'll see it. I gave him his props, so I was like, you know, happy it's all turning together. You know, yeah, we got a good network. We're building this together. We have all these businesses that could be able to reach out, touch each other. Pause. You know what I mean? Pause. Oh, they're all coming out here. If you want your spouse, you want your wife to come out here, and she wants to come on vacation, and she can already order to get herself to get a massage. By the way, he should have said this. You could do the same thing for your side piece. Whatever you want, it's all good. And we trying to be international too. So that means if you want Dominican head up in the States, we gonna ship this little bitch to you, and she gonna give you that sloppy toppy, you know, for the cheat. For the cheat. See, I was waiting for him to drop that info, but he didn't want to drop it. So I was like, you know what? I get it. That's behind the scenes channels. That Stack. We can talk about that later. We can talk about that later. For behind the special, that's like the special cargo, right? I got you. Special cargo. Hey yo, no chaser. You got this nigga number 2, right? That's that back cargo. You know what I mean? It's like we say over here in the States, like when it fell off the truck, right? You know what I mean? When it fell off the truck, right? Yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah. So it is what it is. You know, I get it. Listen, he said he reaching out. He touching someone. He touching other companies. He got these little dark skin things out here doing broken English fucking interviews. I'm like, okay, look at her. 2 weeks into her Rosetta Stone. Look at that's cute. I like that. It's good when she's actually give a little bit of word. She instead of she just ain't got to say like Papi me no black. You know what I mean? Like this is good. This is good. I like this. Yeah, she actually giving it some effort. She's trying to earn herself a paycheck. You know what I mean? Like it's all right. Now I would tell Stackbot, don't you fucking fall for it. But for all I know, he's giving them English lessons. Like, you know, he's sending them to like, I don't know, he's sending them to some institutes that they can learn English so that they can be the ambassadors, whatever. When they go over to the States, they can be able to pull in some little extra something. You know what I mean? So like, I get it. Teach them. Teach them. Bring them in. I see you. I say bring all the potential. Just make sure that you get the loyals. You get the very loyalist ones. Don't get the ones that you send over there, and then all of a sudden, a bitch defect, and she don't want to come back because she's trying to get her freedom papers over in these United States, and now she don't want to go hanging out, staying in the DR no more, which is weird. Like, why? Like, he sent you out there. Why are you trying to stay out there? You could have just made your money Like he's doing okay, you doing okay. Like why didn't you just like just stack, just be aware of that. Like you gotta watch out for some of these heifers. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. You gotta watch out for them. You know, like you gotta especially the dark skin with the thick thighs. You gotta watch out for them. Lordy Lord, Lordy Lord, Lord. Just watch out for them. You know what I mean? Just you never know. Well, I guess you've been out there for a little bit, so I guess you would know. So I'm just saying, I know what you know, and I want you to know that I know what you know because I know that you know that I know. All right, that's what I'm talking about. All right. So whatever happens, I'm saying I'm aware. I'm in the game. You know what I mean? Who made the cut? Made the cut where? You are a liar. I don't hear no cut. You didn't have to adopt John the Baptist. You decided to adopt him. You didn't have to. I'm letting you know right now. He's gonna rebuke you. He's gonna rebuke you, and he's gonna do it 3 times. He's gonna say, "Leave me like I never met you." That's what he's gonna do. Depart me, depart from me like I never met you. That's what he's gonna do. And I'm gonna be looking at you like, so you okay with that? So you just gonna let that rock, like, you know? I mean, there were plenty of people who didn't pay no attention to that, and Jesus still went on the cross. You know what I mean? He still went on the cross. Many people didn't want to pay attention to it, and he still got strung up. So, maybe you might want to make an exception, just a little bit of an exception, just a little bit, maybe you might want to just like corner eye, I can see you, like just corner eye. You know what I mean? So, 'cause you never know. You never know. That's the only point that I'm making there. Got nothing else to say. Just saying. Just saying. You don't. Damn! I just reached for my mouse and I knocked myself off in one fucking click. Why did I knock myself off in one? What button I press? Wasn't this one? It's not this one. It's not this one. I'm gonna realize that for the future. I don't know what button I pressed. It wasn't. Nope. It's not this one. Oh, it's got to be this one. It's got to be this one. Okay. The weird hidden mouse button is the one I managed to hit. What can I say? Um, for you religious type, these are secular fingers. You know what I mean? So like, sometimes they do things without any real guidance. So secular fingers, folks. Secular fingers are just doing things without any real guidance. So things happen. That's the story, and I'm sticking to it. It is what it is. You can say, look, listen, you can say, look at God. How do you know if God is not protecting me from y'all? How do you know that God is not protecting me from you Jezebels? How you know that? Maybe God felt like I needed a break. How do you know that God didn't decide that I didn't need a break? Oh, you think it was all for you? Maybe God wanted me to have a break. Maybe I was given the sign. I saw the signs. Maybe I got them. You didn't think about that, KDK, huh? Did you? Maybe I was the one that was given the opportunity. And I made a decision. Maybe that was the case. Maybe it had nothing to do with you at all. All right? Just saying, I saw the signs. Now, what you can do about that, huh? Nothing. Because I made a choice. Here's what it is. Is OG about to end his show? Because I see his intro, so I'm guessing it's an outro. Is he about to end his show? Oh, why am I getting notifications? I doubt that OG rerouted to me. Because I don't know what. At this point, I don't know what I'm doing. So I know he didn't do that. Nope. He didn't reroute to me. So I don't know. This motherfucker is really, he ending his show. I just looked over right now. He's ending his show right now. So I don't think he's rerouting to me. He had way too many panel niggies. He had way too many panel niggies up there. So I doubt he's rerouting to me. You know, you got to go to the panel niggies that actually got numbers that's going to give you some numbers. So I doubt that he rerouted to me. I don't even know half these motherfuckers. I don't even know a quarter of these motherfuckers. Mama, you already know. I stay out of that space for so long. I'm like, I'm just doing my own thing. It's not for me. I'm just so tired of the same. Yeah, he ended the stream. So he routed. He must have either routed or he just ended the stream to whatever. All right. I mean, he was on for like 3 hours. I guess. I guess. So outside of that, I'm just chilling. What was I doing? I was saying something to you guys earlier in this stream. Oh, Mama, you wasn't there because you ran. You had to go, wipe OG's fucking nose and shit. So you weren't here. So, and I gotta be honest, the way I'm feeling right now, I don't feel like repeating myself. Kind of tired. Don't feel like repeating myself. Said some information. Could have been good, especially for those who were mods. But I'm kind of tired right now, so I don't really feel like saying anything. I'm really kind of exhausted. Had a long day, long week. I'm out of alcohol, so I'm out of alcohol. I am out of booze. I'm officially out of booze. Any booze of all type of booze. You say it, it's gone. There's nothing here. So, and honestly, I didn't even want what the hell I just drank. Just keeping it out there. No, well, the point of what I was just saying is that I am not gonna repeat myself. All right, I'm not gonna repeat myself. Because you should have been here to understand what I said, but you ran off to go look at OG and tell him to hold some niggy's panel, niggy's feet to the fire. All right. And I was like, the only mod that I hear in the chat, she ran out so she can go see some niggy's feet put to the fire. Some niggy, and they can't hold nobody accountable in those spaces. None. Zip, zero, zilch, zippity doodah. None. You're not gonna call me in the middle of the night because I have a do not disturb on my phone. And I don't know why I have not taken it off since. You're not calling me in the middle of the night. Do not disturb. Whether I'm awake or not. I think the only person that can get past the do not disturb is nope. I can't even say who it is. I can't even say who that is. I can't say who that is. I can't even say who's past the do not disturb. I can't say that. I can't say their name. I'm uppity with everyone. All right. I'm uppity with everyone. Let me do it. How uppity am I? Let me see it. This is how uppity I am. Let me see if my profile pictures change. Look, this is how uppity I am. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. How uppity I am. I'm on model status. Look, you would think I was looking like I was motherfucking Andrew Tate. This is goddamn ridiculous. Look at me. Look at me. Model status. Fuck are we talking about? That's how uppity I am. All right. So it is what it is. What it is. Outside of that, like I said, there's not much I really want to say, want to repeat, because it is 2026. What I did say, when you ran off to go raise your pitchfork over at OG's area, was that I'm probably gonna need to do a mod console at some point. I'm probably gonna have to build a mod. I've got to, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, you know what? I feel like making you motherfuckers compete. You know what? We're gonna do this like blind. What's the show with Tyra Banks? Because I know America's Got Talent just got started. What's the one with Tyra Banks? America's Not Next Top Model. We need to do something like that. We're gonna do a show. We need to come up with a show format. I'm not saying you don't have to worry about that. I need to come up with a show format. It's gonna call Wrestler's Next Top Mod. That's what it needs to be called. Wrestler's Next Top Mod. All right. But some of y'all are slipping out here. Y'all slipping out here. So I might have to run a Wrestler's Next Top Mod. See, yeah, I may have to run it. May have to see what's going on here, because I don't know. I don't feel like I'm getting the same amount of respect. I feel like I'm on the Rodney Dangerfield. I'm not getting respect. You know what I mean? I feel like I need some respect out here. So I'm thinking I might have to construct a whole like a ninja warrior / content creator / mod kind of thing. And we're gonna run a whole gauntlet called America's sorry, not even America's Wrestlers Next Top Mod. Because I think y'all being very disrespectful out here. Very disrespectful. Y'all out here serving masters. I don't even know why y'all out here serving masters. Who branded y'all, huh? Who branded y'all out here serving masters and shit? This is crazy. It's crazy. Because the way how I got myself, the way how I'm getting myself set up, I'm just, I need an enforcer. Like Ninja Warrior. Yeah, exactly. I need the mod. You know what, Katie? If you got any ideas, I need a mod version of a Ninja Warrior. You know what I mean? Like, I need a moderator version of a Ninja Warrior, and we're gonna call it like Wrestler's Next Top Mod. You know what I mean? You say respect is overrated. I know that's why I don't get none. That's why I don't get none. Y'all just be leaving me like by the roadside. Just fuck me over. Just leave me by the roadside. I see that. I see that. So, like I said, I gotta look for that next top mod. I need my enforcer. You know, we gonna do like a little reality show. Like we gonna do the enforcer. Then we got me. I don't know. We gonna sort some. We gonna sort some shit out. We gonna sort some shit out. And I'm just looking for wrestlers next top mod. I feel like there needs to be some competition because some of y'all is just straight up disrespectful. Some of y'all is just all about fuckery and bullshit. You're not here for the mission. I need someone who's here for the mission. You say KM. I need someone for the mission. I need the mission. I need someone who's mission critical. And look, think about it this way. If I was, look at it this way. If this was DC, right? Damn, I forgot her name quick. It just hit my mind and I fucking lost her name that quick. Damn. I can't believe I lost her name that quick. It was just in my mind like literally like 2 minutes ago. Mercy. That's what I need. If this was like DC and I'm Lex Luthor, you know what I mean? If I'm Lex Luthor, I need a Mercy. I need a Mercy Graves. I need an enforcer. No. If you know anything about DC and Marvel, then you know that Lex Luthor has a bodyguard. She's always with him. I need Mercy. She's always there. She may never be able to take down Superman, but anyone else, she's good. I need a Mercy. I need that Lord have mercy. That's what I need. That means regardless of what is happening, like who knows? I may become a hero in this space, whatever space that is, because as far as I know, my space is only my space. I may have to become a villain in this bitch, but I need my enforcer next to me. I need someone who's gonna watch my six. So you may have to, wrestlers next top mod. Cause some of y'all, you're too lax. You're too loose. You're too loose. You're whores. You're too loose out here. Don't know where your loyalty's at. You're too loose. Think we leave you enough breadcrumbs and then you're out here flying to fucking South for winter. You're too loose out here. Too motherfucking loose. Loosey gooseys, all right? What Blind said? What Blind said? I ain't even catch what he said. Hillary Clinton? Whatever the hell that means. I don't even know what that means, since you should already know I don't fucking follow politics. Yeah, anyone looking to make any goofy political jokes, you're in the wrong space for that. I'm damn for sure won't be paying attention to that. Like I couldn't care less about a politician. I don't watch sports. I don't watch politicians, which is just sports. Politics is just sports. I wouldn't know what she says. I don't watch politics because it's just sports. I don't watch ESPN. I don't watch CNN. I don't watch ESPN. I don't watch CNN. I don't watch MSNBC. I don't watch any acronym TVs. I don't watch the BBC. I don't watch it. I don't watch any cable or satellite news fucking programs. You guys can do that all you want and believe that you studying these motherfuckers is gonna help make your life better. You can do that all you want and delude yourself. I'm gonna tell you that the best way for you to be able to take care of yourself and to serve the benefits of you and your family and your loved ones is to do your own shit and stop worrying about these motherfuckers. Y'all up here watching Mama, you know, cause these motherfuckers be watching fucking Tom and these they you know all the people. I don't watch none of these motherfuckers. You know who the fuck they are. Cause they stay talking about politics. Cause they love fucking these political arenas. They're the ones who studying who's the commentator? Tucker Carlson. They love that bullshit. Like, none of that means a damn thing to me. I could not care. I would rather watch flies fuck. I would rather watch flies fuck. Hey, you said, but do I watch porn? Do you know what OG knows? Do you know what my version of porn is, mama? Do you know what my version of porn is? And I've been looking for new porn too. OG knows. When I say I'm looking for it, I'm looking for porn. He knows exactly what I mean. Do you know what I mean when I say porn? I'm very particular. We just finished talking. You just finished asking me about porn. Don't turn around and then say I only watch you and Tom. That's incest. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's incest. Incest. Don't you do that. That's disgusting. That's nasty. That's hella fucking nasty. That is not part of the curriculum, all right? Not at all. Not even a little bit. Nasty ass. Exactly. Camper porn. That you know me already. I like watching women who go out and they do camping. I like food. I like camping, and I like the women that do like massages. That's my porn. That's my porn. I even have my favorite stars if you want to. My favorite star, she drinks all the time. I love it. She drinks all of the time. It is what it is. But that's my porn. Some people are like, oh, you watching that? Yes, I am. And I can't wait to see what she's drinking on this one. So it is what it is. And I could, Esla, you crazy. You should be watching. Well, first of all, pause. Don't tell me what I should be watching, you fucking weirdo. You're a weirdo. Don't tell me what I should be watching. At all. Like, not even a little bit. I don't like the way that they look. Oh, I think that you don't need to be having that up there. You know what? You know what? You know what? I got something for you. Don't you tell me what I should be watching. All right? Look at her. All right? Look at this. Look at her. Look at this. And she's doing everything that she needs to do for the camping. Look, right now she's drinking. Look, she's cooking. You massaging this out there. You massaging this and talk about women don't cook. She's out here in that van. She's doing all her cooking. She did the cooking. She did the cleaning. She camped her little camper. Look, she built her own fire. Look at this. Look, she's doing cooking inside the look. Oh, it's not AI. See, this is how sick you are, blind. You don't know the difference between AI women and real women anymore because you're so fucking stuck on AI. You need to go touch some fucking real women. You need to touch some real women, my guy. You don't know the difference between real women and AI chicks. You're all on AI porn. This is sad. That's so sad. You need to touch some real grass and and honestly, some real women. You know what? I'm even gonna say this. Go break a little bread. Break a little bread. I wouldn't even say this. Break a little bread. Spend $200 to $300, $200 to $300, and touch some real, actual. Even if it's prickly, you don't even need to be shaved. Get some real fucking furry vagina, because you're so into AI that you don't even know the difference between a real woman and a fake one. You need to get your shit together. You need to get your shit together. And by the way, she does camping content, but she's also a content where she's out in the gym. And the only content she doesn't do, but I already know what it is. I already know what she does for a living. So this is her actual content shit. But the shit she does, she actually has a job, a regular job. She does her actual fucking her workout videos, and she does her camping. And guess what? She makes a shit ton of. I know she's killing it in these YouTube streets. She's killing it, killing it. And I can tell you right now, you say pass, right? I can tell you right now, she makes more in one stream. It's not even a live stream, it's a fucking premiere. She makes more in one stream than you make in an entire year you doing live streams. In one stream, in 1 month, she makes more than what you make in an entire year being on fucking line. Try that for AI. Try her for AI. I try her. She fit too. I seen her work out. She got the body. She got the body. She good. She good. She got the body. And look, I got it muted. I'm not even gonna let you hear how she sounds. She be sounding so extra cute for no goddamn reason. Like she is lacing up like the Japanese woman personified. Like she does all the little sexy sounds. Like there's no if you watch anime, she be sounding like that. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let you get. Hey, blind, this is for you. I'm gonna let you get a little taste, a little taste. Hear the little music, little cutie music. It's crazy. Little cutie
正
music.
直な感想を言うと、思っていた感じと
Why she sound like that?
少し
This chick has got to be like in her late 20s. Why she sound like that?
美味しくないわけではないんですが、食べ慣れてい
She's
ない
drinking
味
2
で
cans
す。
of beer, sir. She's always drinking alcohol. She never drinks anything straight. She's only drinking alcohol. She be drinking Jack. She be drinking all that shit. She be drinking
そうで
whiskey.
もないよ
She's
うな
always drinking alcohol.
不思
That's
議な
my
感じ
type
で
of
す。
woman. All my type of woman. She be camping. She go look.
い
She
つも
be
使
wearing
って
all
い
the
る
little
エア
skimpy
マッ
shit.
ト、
She be doing saunas. She does everything. I'm not even going to. I'm not
体
going
の
to tell you
外
her
側
channel
は
because I don't
な
want
ん
you
とか乗り
stealing. I don't
越え
want
る
you
こと
stealing
が
her
で
from
き
me blind. Not that you could on your best day. But anyway, this is. Mama already knew this. Mama already knows this. This is my prawn. Camping. She be cutting the wood. Oh my god! When she chops, she be chopping wood. She be in her little poses. Yeah, Katie, you don't know what you don't know. Katie, you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. And by the way, hey, blind. You sound really reckless right now. She's eating raw meat. What the fuck? She's eating meat that at least came from the butcher. I be watching people be biting into fucking ground beef. Steak that's been sitting out all day in the plastic. Pull it out the plastic and take a bite into it. We see what people do. And by the way, yes, you can eat raw meat as a human being. If you didn't know, now
いい
you
感じ
know.
の炎に
It's
なっ
called
て
a
きたの
camping
で、
life, sir.
ドヤ
To
顔。
survive. Hey,
夜
hey,
中、
hey,
お腹が
hey.
痛く
It's
てやば
breathable,
かった
Katie.
あの頃が
It's breathable.
懐かしい。
Don't question the madness.
なんとか
It's
復
it's
活し
just
てよ
breathable
かったです。
material. You know, you never know. She needs that extra win when she has to run from a bear or something. You know what they say, right? Which would you rather have, the bear or the man? Well, you know what? She's choosing neither because she's got the skimpy little leggings so she can get away from either.
炎が
Look at
いい
that.
感じになってきたの
Ooh,
で、
Katie, do you
こ
see
こ
this,
に
Katie?
トウモロコシを突っ込
Katie,
みます。
why she need to do that? Katie, why she need
保
to do
冷
that
バッ
though?
グの中から
Why
ト
she
ウ
need
モ
to
ロ
do
コ
that,
シを
Katie?
漁っている。
This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
高タンパクな
Look how
ホ
good
ット
that
サン
food
ド
looks.
です。
Look at it. She's pouring coffee in the morning. I mean, we missed the whole extra thing. That's all right. We gonna skim past this right now. I want baby girl like taking me down. Well, I want her to take me down. Just not. I don't want her to take down my stream. You know what I mean? Look at that. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, blind.
こういう
Can we just be honest? Can we just be honest, blind, for a moment? Even though she's outside, how many women do you know are out there cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner for themselves here in this United States? So you could say everything you want to her in her little camper. She's out there making little tents, and she's doing sauna, and she's doing her little workout, and she's wearing her skimpy little outfits. But I can already say in this short little bit of time, she's made more fucking food than I have seen any woman on social media this day and age. Shout outs to her. She made a nice little egg fucking sandwich. She done ate some fucking meat. She done drank like fucking 3 kegs of fucking beer. Sounds like a win to me. You hear the little cutesy voice. She made coffee. In fact, I don't know a girl who can make coffee. I don't know one. Every girl I know goes to Starbucks or goes to Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know one girl who knows how to make her coffee. I don't know one woman. I got a coffee maker. And if I didn't have a coffee maker, I got a coffee press. I got a French press. Like, I don't know one woman who knows how to make coffee. I don't know any woman that knows how to grind the beans, strain the beans, know how to use a coffee filter. None of that shit. I don't know one woman. Not one. You know what? Let me give my mom a little grace. Maybe she knows how to. Maybe she knows how to. Because she's worked in corporate America long enough. So they've had to deal with things. They had to deal with less sometimes. It's a city kind of job. So, but I don't know any woman my age or below who knows how to make coffee. Not one. I'm just going to keep it a buck. I don't know one. I can. I've been making coffee since in my 20s. Like, straight up from the beans. I know how to make it. I don't know one woman that knows how to make coffee from beans. Just keeping it a buck. And I'm seeing this woman, she's doing it, and she's doing it out on the fucking road. Come on, sir. Come on, sir. Come on, sir. And if I show my other one, oh my god. No, it's too much. You know, you already got one of my favorites. I'm not gonna show you my other one. My other one, she a baddie too. Fine, she a baddie. She's a baddie. I'm not gonna show you that one though. Cause she in Japan. This girl's in Japan. Then we have to travel all over to Vietnam. And I'm telling you, that chick's a fucking baddie. I can't show you that one. I'm not gonna show you that one. I ain't gonna show you that one. And there's another one that's out in fucking in fucking Thailand. Not showing you her either. Fucking baddie though. Not doing it though. Not doing it. Can't get it. Can't get it. I already showed too much. I showed too much. I showed too much. No, you don't. I've been to Texas. I'm seeing even what the Asians are like in Texas. They're not even up to code. They're not even up to code at all. They're not even close to being up to code. All them bitches is all broken. They have no domestic skills, no survivable skills. Come on. I've been to San Antonio and I've been to Austin. Them bitches do not know how to survive out there. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. They are stuck. They don't know shit. Now I haven't been to Dallas. Dallas is too bougie for my taste. I couldn't make it out there. But there's no way them girls is out there fucking living it up really well. No, they're not. They're not cut. They're not cut from that cloth. They don't know. They don't know how to do shit. Same way how the girls in Florida don't know how to do shit. Same way how there's many women here in New York that don't know how to do shit. And I'm pretty sure the same way when I was in California, they couldn't do shit. Same way chicks in LA can't do shit. Same way chicks in Chicago, Seattle, like Atlanta can't do shit. Like just all fucked up. I said what I said. You said they're not as hot as her. Here's the sad part about it. Of all the girls that I could have showed, she's not even the hottest of them. She's cute. She's cute. Don't get me wrong. But she's not even a baddie on the list. Ooh. You listen. She's mid-tier compared to the other ones that I got up there. She's just my favorite camper because she cooks, but most of all, unlike the other girls, all the other girls, she's the only one who drinks. And a girl that can drink is a woman after my heart. I need a woman who can drink. She drinks. And when she drinks, she be making it sound extra sexy for no reason. For no fucking reason. To the point where I had to skip it because I didn't want you hearing the sound effects. I didn't want you hearing how she sounds when she drinks and when she eats. I had to skip it. I haven't even seen this one. I haven't even seen this stream. This is the most recent stream. I haven't even seen it. So we just skipped through a stream that even I haven't watched. All right? Just letting you know that. Now I gotta like go all the way back to the beginning because I may have to play this as I'm editing some videos or something. Just letting you know. You don't know. So when guys out here talking about whatever bus and bang bros and whatever, I'm like, this is what I watch because I like camping. I like people sharpening their tools, axes, screwdrivers. Yes, you have to sharpen a screwdriver too. Screwdrivers, freaking. You like to throw saws. You like to throw screwdrivers. You have to throw putty knives. Sharpen and throw a putty knife. You know how dangerous a putty knife is when you throw it? Do you know how dangerous a putty knife is when you sharpen it? It's so wonderful. Axe throwing, knife throwing. Do you understand? And then to just find women who's out there willing to go deal with mosquitoes and ticks and caterpillars and mice out in the open. How do I not say yes? How do I not say yes to that? Come on. How do I not say yes to that? You said you'd like to go do some real camping with me? All right. Yeah, you'll find out quickly. You don't know. But I keep multi-tools of all types. I pay official. This is a Leatherman. It's expensive too. Expensive Leatherman. I've got stuff over there. I always keep a knife just near me, just for the fucking hell of it. I got my axe, like literally. Let's count the steps. 1, 2. Oh wait, I already have it in my hand. I got my axe, one of my favorite hatchets. And if I take This took me 2 steps. So 1, 2, 3, 6 steps. And I have another hatchet. And then from there, 2, 3, I got a whole K bar. 4 steps from there, I got a machete. If we got to come back up to the house area. 2, 3, I got my sword. No, actually, no. I was just sharpening my sword. So I think my sword's here, actually. No, I'm wrong. I did sharpen the sword, so the sword's back out there. So yeah, 4 paces from there, my sword's there. Like, I'm. Go ahead, Katie. Put it to the test. Please put it to. And by the way, we're just talking about throwing. What do you do with a Leatherman in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever paired a Leatherman with a paracord bracelet? Ever? Do you know what the purpose of a paracord bracelet is? At all? Let me help you out here. Every paracord bracelet I have, I made myself. Every single one of them. Wait, let me stop. Let me not stop you there. Hold up. Every paracord bracelet I have made my fucking self. Do you want to ask me about survival? Let's go about grabbing paracord bracelet with flint strikers on them. Like, come on. I got loose ones. Look. Paracord bracelet. Knives attached to them. I've got paracord bracelets with fucking flints attached to them just to start fucking fires. Like, you say you want to get me in a survival situation? This right here, just one strand, holds up to 150 pounds. I've got paracord. This one here, 750. It doesn't look like much. Holds up to 750 pounds. Me? Survival? Okay. All right. Okay, madam. You know what? Just because I shouldn't argue with a woman. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Don't worry about it. You got it. Yeah. I don't know shit. It's all right. I'm lost. Katie's gonna be around me, and I'm gonna look at Katie and be like, "Oh no, I'm just a little New York boy. Whatever am I going to do? I'm so cold. Katie, are you gonna keep me warm? How we going? You tell me there's only one sleeping basket, Katie? Only one sleeping basket? Are you saying we gotta snuggle up really close to each other in order to share the warmth of one another? I was so unprepared. I didn't know you need a sleeping basket. I didn't know you needed. I never pinched a tent before, so I guess I'm gonna have to share the sleep. I'm gonna share it with you. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't leave me out here to be all by myself, right? You know, just I could die out here. You know, I know nothing about survival. Nothing. So, you know, I promise I wouldn't do anything, Katie. We can just spoon for warmth, you know? We can just spoon. And don't if you feel anything, it's just, you know, we're out in the wilderness. It's just it's just worms. It's just worms. It's just worms, Katie. You know, like don't worry about it. Like it's nature calling. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about a thing. It's just nature calling, you know? Hey. And in the morning, when everything's said and done, you know, maybe I'll take apart a paracord and I will fish us some nice little bass from the river, you know? And because I watch so much camping videos and because I already know how to clean fish and everything else, maybe if in our camping packs, if we have aluminum foil, we could be able to have some nice little freaking fish too. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, maybe we snuggle up, we get a little closer for the warmth, and then after, when the night's done, and we use a little dampened charcoal as a stove, and make us some nice little some bass, take care of some stuff. You know what I mean? You said you got snake repellent. Got you. Here's the thing about here's the thing about that snake repellent, mama. Rattlesnakes give you the warning first. If you keep getting closer, that's on you. Rattlesnakes give you the warning first, though. Just putting it out there. And you said, snake repellent. Can you really do a lot of repellent against a cobra? Some snakes, they spit. Some snakes spit, mama. But don't worry, mama, because I'm pretty sure because I'm out there with Katie, she's gonna take care of me. So, because I don't know anything about camping, I'm just a little city kid. So, if there's a snake nearby, I'm expecting her to be the mongoose. I'm expecting her to be a little fairy little mongoose and just wrap herself all around that goddamn snake. You know what I mean? Wrap her ass around that fucking snake and put it to work. You know what I mean? So don't you worry about that, mama. Katie got me. She got me covered, all the way covered. All the way covered. Covered like a sleeve. So we're good. Thank you for your concern, mama. But she's a big girl. She's got it all done. You know what I mean? She's got it all done, and she's got me done too. You know what I mean? So we're good. We're surviving. We're surviving. What's good, Joe? What's good? I have no idea what you're talking about, Joe. We're talking about survival skills. We're not talking about any of that stuff. How dare you come in and come through with such vile and horrific language? That's not what we're talking about at all. Katie and I were just talking about the laws of the jungle and how to survive as trackers and campers and preppers. And that's all we were doing, Joe. That's all we were doing. Yeah. Yeah. Some snakes are venomous and it can kill you, and some snakes can get you pregnant. That's what I read. I read it in a book. It was a long time ago. I think it might have been like a National Geographic book. I think there are some snakes. I don't know which one does that though. I read that there was a snake that can absolutely get you pregnant though. I just don't remember which snake was it. It was definitely a venomous snake though, but it raised some very rare capacities that was going on there. You know what I mean? So it is, just gotta watch out for it, What's she gonna say? Her mama? Wrestler, the snake bit me. The snake bit me, wrestler. Katie, where did the snake bit you? Wrestler, it bit me between my thighs. I need you to open my legs and suck the poison out. I'm like, because I'm worried about your survival, Katie, I definitely got to do that for you. And we're just surviving, mama. That's our story, and we're sticking to it. You know what I mean? Just to make sure she survives, because I'm just a lonely guy. I don't know anything about survival or anything. So I gotta suck the poison out and make sure she's good, so she can live, and then we can take care of each other and survive the wilderness that's out there. And you know, that's it. That's our story, and we're sticking to it. Hey, listen. You don't know what previous injuries a cobra could be in. If you saw a one-eye cobra, you can't say shit. And cobras are not the only venomous snakes that spit. They're not the only ones. You know, another venomous snake that's out there, it's called the black mamba. I'm not really sure what the colors are on that one. Someone have to refresh my memory. But yeah, I heard it was called the black mamba. So, you know, I'm sure Katie will know when when she sees it, she'll know for sure. And you know, I don't know if that's the one that gets you pregnant though. I don't I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I only heard it affects women. So even if it was somehow to attack, I don't think I would get pregnant. But I would make sure that Katie was absolutely protected at all costs. You know. Oh my God, Resta, did you get hurt? I think I got hurt. Oh, where? The venom. The venom was here. Katie, I need you to suck the poison out. Really? Where? I can't tell. It was the sensation's traveling all along the shaft. I just need you to really go in, use all your power, all of your powerful jaw structure to make sure the poison is clear from my system. I need you to save me. So it is what it is. She saves me, I save her, we save each other. There's a camaraderie that's built, nice little bonding. You know what I mean? Hitchhiker's Guides to Survival. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Hey, Katie, I would do the same for you. You know, for all I know, we both got sleeping bags, and you're like, if you were like, oh my God, no, Resla, there's spiders in my bag. I'm like, there's spiders in your bag? I mean, it's your bag is like, unless we flip it inside out, I still don't know if I can smack all the spiders out. You know what, Katie, why don't you just hop in my sleeping bag? You know what I mean? It's warm enough for the both of us. Yeah, we can make it happen. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. So, yeah, I would be a good fellow camper. You know what I mean? And it'd be fine. I wouldn't know. I don't really spend time in sleeping baskets, so I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can sleep in a sleeping bag and wake up with bedhead. I don't know. Especially because I don't know anything about it. Because I shave my head, so I've never. It's been a very, 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 very long time since I woke up with bedhead. So I don't know if a sleeping bag does that, Katie. I just have to take your word for it. I don't know. Me, mama will be like, Katie, what's wrong with your head? Why your hair look wild like that? And I'll be like, don't you get bedhead from a sleeping bag? She's like, I wouldn't know. I never got bedhead by the time I was actually outdoor and camping. So, that's a conversation between you two. But I don't know nothing about that. No, I know nothing about that. So as the saying goes, you guess you fuck around and you find out, in a galaxy far, far away. In a galaxy far from away, I'm just letting Blind know that these girls that he doesn't have access to are not AI. And I would suggest that you stop signing up to AI prawn. Just don't follow the subscriptions at all. Don't click on any weird links. And I guarantee you, regardless of what you're talking about, real girls are going to be better than AI. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it, Blind. Real girls. You listen. If Pinocchio tried very difficult and he went through tremendous, and he even got swallowed by a whale just to become a real boy, you can put forth just as much effort to get a real girl. You don't need to. You don't need to subscribe to it. You can have a real girl. It's all good. It's all good. Am I procrastinating? What am I procrastinating against? Huh? What am I procrastinating against? What am I possibly shielding everyone from? What am I deflecting against? Nothing. Nothing. I honestly, here's the funny part about it. It's late at night. Here's how much I'm not procrastinating, Mama, because I'm actually thoroughly enjoying myself. Just to let you know, because right now I'm gonna consider ordering something that I normally don't like to order, and it's not far from me. Want to take a guess what it is? I can tell you this much: it's not Katie. It is Domino's, and it's in walking distance. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna order because they don't close till a little bit late, so I can walk there, be there in about 10 minutes, walk back. It's about another 10 minutes. So that's how much. And because it's the weekend now, I could just go back to working on some content stuff, but I'm thinking I might want to eat some pizza and play Crimson Desert because I haven't done so in a while. You say I'm procrastinating. I'm not procrastinating, madam. I'm not procrastinating. I could just go get a pie. Not Katie's pie, but I can get a pie. I can get some cheesy bread, stuffed cheesy bread. Take that as you will. I could just do that. So I don't know what you're talking about. It's not across the street. No, Beer would be in the opposite direction. It would take me in the opposite direction, 2 blocks, 3 blocks in the opposite direction, and then I would have to be walking 6 blocks to make it in the other direction to get pizza. So, decisions. How am I procrastinating? You're literally reminding me that I only have a limited window to buy food if I want to eat decent for the night because I don't feel like cooking. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. If anything, I'm not procrastinating according to the topic. I'm making actions. I'm creating actions. I'm creating actions in order to make sure that I am taking care of my needs instead of putting them off. I am here live discussing with you that I'm creating actions so that I'm not putting them off. Now she's gonna go pay attention. Who you paying attention to? I'm paying attention as best as I can. So now we're gonna go look for a deal. I can go look for a national deal, or I can go look for a specific deal. You know what? Katie, what kind of pizza you like? What toppings do you like on a pizza? You know, the type of toppings that we can't get if you and I were going camping together. The type of toppings that would not lure a bear, wolves, coyotes, or even random fucking deer into our camp. What would it be? Mm-hmm. What the fuck is number 4? This isn't a fucking Chinese menu. What the fuck is number 4? What the fuck is that? What is number 4? You're saying wing wa? The fuck is number 4? I said I'm ordering from Domino's. What the fuck is number 4? That's crazy. Let's see. Let's see. No. I don't need all that. I don't need all that. I don't need all that. That's strictly for cheesy bread. What's this? What's this? Nope. 5 or more. Nope, that's not it. Nope. So listen. What do you mean you? Number 4. What the fuck you mean you? What are you talking about? That makes no sense. None. I'm gonna use this deal. That makes no sense, mama. Makes sense for me. Makes sense. And actually, you say I'm procrastinating. What would I be procrastinating for, huh? You know what? Who's online since you say I'm procrastinating? Who's online? Katie, you would know. You see different spaces. Who's procrastinating? Oh, look at this. I clicked on this. It looks like Kev and Resto is up. Oh, they're doing a B. Oh, look, they just started their BYON. I don't know what's going on over there. It's muted on my side, so I'm not really paying attention. And because I never get drunk on their streams anyway, I don't. It never worked out for me. They were like, "Oh, you want to come help?" Like, I'm not gonna get drunk. Like, you guys see me drink on a regular. I don't get drunk. Now, if you told me somebody was there trying to stash mushrooms or whatever, then maybe because I don't really eat that shit. But I don't be getting drunk. I get nice. I get talkative, but I don't get drunk. How many sons do you have? Well, you said you're not too sure about LA right now. I don't know if you just all of a sudden you want to write him off. I guess he old enough that no, you can't do no tax returns on him anymore. But as far as I know, it's let's see, it's me, it's OG, it's LA, it's Tom. I don't even know if you still counting Black Thoughts and Blacks Who Defy. Blacks Who Defy is crazy. I'm still saying that. That's crazy. I don't know if you're still counting them. You said you're not counting Josh. So who else? There's someone else too. I'm missing somebody. I'm missing someone. There's someone else that's here. Tom, OG, Stack. I'm gonna say something different. Blacks, American. No, not Locksmith. It's not Locksmith. Me. There's somebody else, and I can't remember who it is because I barely see them. It's somebody else though. Can't remember who it is though. So you got me slipping on one. It's somebody else though, and I can't remember who it is. It's not. It's not. It's. I don't think it's lots. Oh, you said John. John don't fucking count. John do not fucking count. You keep talking about John. He gonna put you on the goddamn cross. He fucking around with John. He gonna put you on the cross. I told you already. Learn your lesson or not. I told you already. He gonna put you on the motherfucking cross. Who is it? It was somebody else. I can't remember, but I strongly remember somebody else was claiming to try to be a kid. I don't remember who it is though. All right, mama. So who are all of your illegitimate kids? There's somebody missing. Somebody who I remember was saying that they were claiming to be a kid. I just can't remember who it was. Oh well, that's the fam that I have so far. That is the family I've got so far. Damn, I haven't played Crimson Desert in almost a month. This is crazy. I just been so busy. At some point, I need to get. I don't know how. I don't know how. I'm gonna figure it out. But I need to get the mods together. I need to get the mods together. No, it's not Kai. Kai is like the daughter-in-law. She's not necessarily a kid. She's not necessarily one of the siblings. Not necessarily. She's sibling adjacent. She's not exactly there. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. There was somebody, and I can't remember who the hell it was. And maybe I can't think now because I started thinking about food. I'm going to blame mama. I'm blaming her for it. It's her fault. I can't think now. That's what it is. Outside of that, I think I'm relatively good. Like I said, there are things I want to work on. I'm working on. I almost said it. Shut your fucking mouth. Don't say a damn thing. I almost said it. That's what I'm saying. Like y'all be thinking I'm drinking and I'm lit and I can't. I ain't drinking for a while. I still can't. I still can't fucking get it together. Tom LA. You ain't mentioned nobody. You mentioned nobody I didn't mention. Oh, you gonna tell me you gave the other two up? Or you discontinued the other two? You get rid of blacks and American now? You gave up those two? You cut them off? Cut them off like tumors? Is that what you did? There's a few wannabes. There was somebody, I can't remember who it was though. Outside of Josh, that is. Can't remember who it was. It was somebody, and I can't remember who they are now. Just like that, they were in my mind and then they left. I'm not counting John the damn Baptist. I'm not counting him. Now I hope you're not saying Lord ADS. You put in Lord ADS like in the basket. Huh? You putting Lord ADS in the basket? Is that what you're doing? We just up here, mama. That's what we're doing. We believe the children of the future. Teach them well and let them suck the tit. Give them all the breast milk they deserve inside. Give them the whooping hide and make it easier. Taking all the bastards and remind them who they used Stubby. Is that what we're doing, Mama? Huh? He wanna be too? Osmond wanna be too? You sure you don't wanna adopt Beans too? As much as he around in the panels, you don't want to adopt him too, Mom? Huh? You don't want to adopt Beans? He be around too. He be around. He be around more than me now on the channel. You sure you don't want to adopt him? Huh? Not your cup of tea, huh? Just saying. I'm just saying. You want to go that route? I'd be so busy. I'd be forgetting a whole bunch of stuff. And the other stuff, I'm like, I can't even talk on this. I cannot even talk on this if I want to. It'd just be too much. So you guys tell me. By the way, we've been severely, and I mean that. Let me just say that severely dry on the Kick side tonight. Kick, you guys are so dry today. I didn't see anybody show up in chat today. Not even the bots popped up on Kick today. It was severely dry. No one came through the entire time I was live, and that just lets me know these hoes got their chests out today. That's exactly what I mean. And these hoes, they're in full force this weekend, so that they're on it. They got their chest out, and there's no way in hell I can beat that. I mean, technically I can. I do got a pretty penis, but there's no way in hell I would get demonetized. Well, not even demonetized, because I'm not even monetized. There's no way I would get my channel taken down. So can't do that. We can't do that. This is why there were nights like this where, you know, we got to worry about the OF account. So I was like, oh, we can take care of all this. We just like, okay, cool, everybody, cool. We're leaving now. We just dropped the link in the chat, and it's a link that gives us all of the social links. And so we're not promoting a particular link, but we're just saying that we're going to be gone, and we're going to be doing a little bit of late night action, especially on Sundays. And we're not saying that we're doing anything. So hit that link that shows all the social links. And if there's one particular link for a little bit of some spicy content, then you know exactly where to go for a particular price that is. Katie, call me. just let me know. Let me know. Just you get a percentage. You get a percentage off of your video. You get a percentage. You know what I mean? You get a percentage of your video. I'm very fair. I will do a 51-49 split with you. Part of those splits will be your legs, but a 51-49 all together. All together. Part of them will be your legs, but 51-49, and whatever we make off the content, it just bank accounts from there. You know what I mean? We decide to split and the 51-49, then you'll get your portion. You know, don't ask for other people's content money, just for what people will watch. But that means you got to perform really well. Really well. You know, any additional content, you gotta really put in the work. You know what I mean? I'm just talking about a one feature on the Sundays. You know what I mean? Anything after that, we gotta start doing more negotiations. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm very much aware. I'm very much aware. I'm just like we just need the right backers. We need the right support. We need the right content. We need to be able to just get the right area, nice and secluded. We don't need some random bozos on the internet believing they can just come through and just kick in the door at a hotel at like a Little Caesars or something like that, or the at the Ritz or whatever, and just kick in the door because security wasn't doing their job and just told try to fuck up the content. Like, come on, we don't need people hijacking the content. So we need to make sure that it's legit. You know, we don't know who's out there, so we gotta do what we gotta do. And maybe, as we're doing it, I'm sweating or whatever, like whew, putting in this work. You hand me the juice. I'm like, yo, thank, thank you, Katie. Just put that back on the table. Just thank you, Katie. Ooh, it's hot. Can you turn on the AC? Like, whew, putting in that work. You know what I mean? And everybody get their share. They get their network shares. Even though I think early in the content, I don't think I can pay like weekly or bi-weekly checks. So it might have to be like a monthly check. So we have to see what the revenue that comes in, and you get paid a monthly stipend. You get the monthly check. I don't think I could pay as a regular salary. Like regular salary kind of sounds like dental, medical. I don't think I could really do that right now. So I mean, we gotta build up. We gotta do like a tour. We gotta do like a wrestler tour. Then after the wrestler tour, then when we get enough content out there where enough people are buying to see, we get enough subscriptions, you know what I mean? Then we can talk about a regular payment system. You know what I mean? That's the way how it works. Can't just start up at the back and people just start making money. It's like that's not the way it works. We have to feed back into the business. You know what I mean? That's just the way it works. That's the way it works. No one can just get money. Like this is how people lose businesses quick, Katie. Don't you know this is how business works? Don't roll your eyes. If everybody just immediately got money, how money gonna get reinvested into the business? How that's gonna work, Katie? Let me know how it's gonna work. Who's paying for these flights, Katie? Hmm? 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 What is going? What the meals and entertainment's gonna come from, Katie? Who's doing that? It's got to go into the business. Who's paying for the tour, Katie? If we're just all splitting, like, where's the money going to the business, huh? Huh? You said no. That's not true. I played it on my break. I played on the break, Mama. I played it when I just dipped before I came back and I just started talking with you guys. You said electricity is too expensive. Yeah, electricity is expensive. And I like Finland. I want to go to Finland. I want to go to Finland and I want to go to Denmark. Not Alaska though. I'm not going to Alaska. I ain't got no problem with some Alaskan box, but I'm not going to Alaska for the box. I like Alaskan cod. I like Alaskan salmon. I like Alaskan tuna. I'm not going to Alaska just to get it. You know what I mean? You ship that shit down. I'm not going all the way up there for it. Like, that's not what's happening. That is absolutely not what's taking place. So, something to think about there. Damn, I'm really thinking about it right now. Like, I gotta figure out. I gotta do a whole bunch of stuff. I got ideas for some good stuff, but I can't talk about it. KM is gonna want to fight me. I'm not gonna lie. What I'm thinking about right now, KM is probably gonna want to fight me. And on top of that, we're gonna have to do like a gauntlet, not like Sarah's gauntlet, but we may have to do a gauntlet. Restless top mods. That's what we gotta do. We gotta do a gauntlet for Restless top mods. I don't know what the prize is yet, but we gotta do a Restless top mod. We need people to compete. 24 hours of daylight, I can handle that. I sleep during the day and night, so it doesn't matter. As long as I got blinds, I'm good. I got blackout blinds, I'm good. Don't matter. Daylight, I don't care. If anything, I'm got me fucked up. I may never sleep. I may never go to sleep. If I lose track of day because of freaking daylight, I may never go to sleep. I'll have to literally pass the fuck out. I'm gonna be up all the time because I don't convince myself that I need to sleep if daylight is up there. I'm like, no, I need to be up. I need to capitalize. I need to take advantage of the daylight. So I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna be trying to do whatever I got to do. You said you must have been feeding the critters. Mm-hmm. So sure you were. Or you were talking about holding people's feet to the fucking fire. Maybe that's what you were doing too. You were trying to feed critters' feet to the fucking fire. That's what you were doing. That's why you weren't here. You were out there on OG's band. Stone him! Stone him! That's why. So I mean, damn, today was a very bad day when it came to kick. Usually I got somebody, one or two heads that will walk up in there, and then I would see if they want to follow, but that didn't happen today at all. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. It is kind of low in predicament to a lot of stuff, and we'll see what happens in the future because I'm not optimistic, but and we need to have a conversation with that, Mama. You and I at some point, because you're one of my mods, we can have a talk about it. I will definitely need to have this talk with KM. I'm probably gonna have to talk with Jeremy at some point about this as well. Probably not because he's been really busy with other stuff as well, his real life shit. So probably not so much, but definitely because I've got some things coming up, and you're gonna understand it. You're gonna understand where my trepidations, but also where my enthusiasm is coming from. On top of that, but once that happens, my normal thing. Like once I tell you confidentiality, it is what it is. So outside of that, sorry, Katie, sorry, you have not make it to moderator status, so you can't be a part of the huddle. That's not the way it is. But if it lets you know, you might get a wrench. It's not the type of wrench you're thinking about, and maybe then we can talk about your status. Maybe then we could talk about elevating your status. But until then, we can't do that. That is not comfortable. That is not right. They gonna push me down. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Don't attack me. I don't attack the messenger. I'm just, go after the message. Don't attack the messenger. You know what I mean? But I need this time to take off because I want to make sure I get my pizza. I want my pizza. I want my pizza. I don't want my pizza cold. I want to go grab my pizza, and then I'm gonna go figure out what's going to do for the rest of the night. But until then, I guess I'm gonna dip, and I'll pass you guys along over to. I don't even know what they're talking about, but since they're doing their drunk stream, I'm gonna take off. I'll let you guys figure out what's going on over there, and at some point I might tune in, but if not, I'm very busy, and at some point I'll reach out to all my. What did I order? I ordered a pizza. And I ordered some stuffed cheesy bread. That's what I did. I like the peppers, and I also got ham. Because I was thinking about all that stuffing. You know what I mean, Katie? That's what I was thinking about. And then I said, I like it spicy. I like them spicy, so I got me the jalapeno and the pepperoni inside. Oh no, it's actually bacon, and jalapenos in the cheesy bread. So I said I need that as well. It's gonna be a decent night. It's gonna be greasy, a little bit oily, but it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna like it. It's gonna taste really good. Really, really good. So outside of that, I guess I'll let you guys go, and we'll see what happens for the rest of the night. And of course, keep apprised of when I go live next, because it's been a very busy week, and I'm just hoping to get things up nice and good. I'll see you on the next one. Later.